Happy Thursday. For those who what? No. For those who do not know, there's a football game on, and apparently like 3 touchdowns were scored in the first 10 minutes, which is always awesome. Looks like most of them were to David Njoku. T-Bone, Lady, Carlos, and Don. Hello. Hi. It's me. Hi. So. Oh, what is up, Crystal? Hey, Crystal, I don't expect you to be here every day. I appreciate you. What's going on, Detroit? How about them Lions? Raiders! Paul Maitland is now in the chat. Hey, Paul Maitland and all the Raiders from there. Mystique, what's up? Paul, my son tried to friend request you, and you are not accepting friend requests. So my son was crestfallen today. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. I got some defense for the Raiders. Here we're defending the house with love. That's how we roll. Defending it with love.
Paul, why don't you
Oh, thanks, man.
why don't you type in
Crestfallen.
LL
For those who play Fortnite, LL Cool Jimmy C is James' account on the Box of X, and he is a darn good player.
I'm at level 89.
Level 89.
I need 1 more XP till I get to level 90, and I have the battle pass, but it has me to get to 3 stars. And I'm
Okay.
like,
Okay. We know, baby.
and
Calm.
fine.
He did buy a new skin with some Christmas V-Bucks he got. He grabbed the Luke Skywalker skin.
I'm a Jedi, like my father.
He's a Jedi like his father. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm Sith all
No,
day, every day.
From the
We know, James. Can I go to work?
yes.
Thank you.
Tell them about
Thank you.
Rifle.
So he is stoked about that. So now he has a Ninja Turtle and Luke Skywalker. What more can he ask for? Oh, goodness gracious. I will wait to announce that.
Actually, let me say hi to them.
Okay. Sapuros! Done. No, unfortunately, you have to have a near crippling mental disorder known as ADHD to get that. So it is a terrible trade-off. Obi-Wan Bald Nobi, cause I'm bald. Sapporo's got jokes. What up, Dangle? Okay. You said you wanted to say hi. You didn't say
Yes,
you wanted
hi,
to dance.
hi. Hey.
He's like, hey, I have ADHD too.
Who is that? Who is that?
Mystique is a casual observer who is a big fan of Paul Maitland and soon to be a big fan of DCD Collects
I'm
on the
okay,
regs.
Paul.
I know. Now go on your tablet and go look at Paul's wonderful work.
Wait, what?
No, you're not allowed to view his site. I forgot. It's a 25 and over site. And that's true. The problem is the physical energy fades. The brain does not shut off. It was difficult for me to sleep in my 20s.
Daddy, Cobra, you have Cobra.
You're not gonna let me work, are you?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I wanna see
You've seen it every single day that you've been here. It hasn't moved. It's been here the whole time. I can tell what kind of Thursday this is gonna be already. So yeah, the problem is you'll be ready to go to bed, but your brain will go, okay, let's go to sleep. Did I leave the iron on? No, wait, I haven't ironed in the last week. Wow, that reminds me, I should probably iron my clothing. And oh my god, if I'm ironing my clothing, I should probably do some laundry. And if I do some laundry, do I have enough detergent? Oh my god, I don't know if I have enough detergent, but I think I do. But oh, wait a second, I know I have detergent, but what about the dryer sheets? But should I switch over from the dryer sheets to the liquid detergent, to the liquid fabric softener? I don't know. I really need to do a review on that. Let me pull my phone out and look at the reviews of the the paper versus the liquid. And while I'm on my phone, oh look, an email. Oh, I should probably respond to this email before they think I'm ignoring them. And while I'm on here and I'm doing my email, I should probably look at my Instagram. Oh my God, 7 messages. I better return all of them right now. Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. and you have to get up for work 2 hours later. That, in a nutshell, is ADHD when you have to go to bed.
So, as you can see, we went to Guitar Center.
No, they didn't see that. They don't know.
No, we went to Guitar Center.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We went to Guitar Center. I played the drums, like the electric guitar, like drums. So yeah. But I should have done.
Dangle's got 2 questions. Did I miss the Comic-Con giveaway? Nope, it's tomorrow. And did you mention another white elephant yesterday? However, I had a few drinks. I didn't catch the timeline for that. Yes, the white elephant is not going to be called white elephant for the non-Christmas types. I think we're going to call it There Will Be Blood, because it was savage last time we did it. I think it'll be There Will Be Blood Break. I can actually rack that at $40 a spot at any given moment for 6 or 7 people that want it in. All right, Paul. He sent you a friend invite, so when we get home, you can be friends with him. But you're not allowed to. You.
Right here.
I can see you. You're right there. Paul Maitland is the reason you can't have headphones when you play. Hmm? Yes, Paul Maitland is the reason. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you.
What do you mean? What?
It's called Lookout Dangle. It's called What Dangle Picks.
Kevin's like, duct tape? Yeah. We have duct tape.
So, that's Scotch tape, honey. Thank you.
Oh my God.
So we did go to Guitar Center today. Jimmy is a little disenfranchised with the guitar, and went on the electric drums and was tickled pink with electric drums. Now, fun fact, I always wanted to be a drummer growing up, and my father refused to let me be a drummer growing up because he believed it would be too noisy, not realizing that when you're in school, you don't have a drum, you have a little leather pad or a screen pad that you drum on, and not an actual drum that you take home, thus robbing me of the ability to play drums. Well, with the increase in technology, we can actually get electric drums for about $300 to $350, which is reasonable considering they will last about 5 to 10 years if we get the mesh ones. So it is looking like a distinct possibility he will be switching from being a guitarist to a drummer.
Is Alex Van Halen started? Van Halen? What? Oh, so I'm Van Halen because he.
Alex Van Halen started on guitar and then he went to the drums because his brother Eddie was a better guitarist and they needed a drummer. Eddie invented a lot of the styling that is used in most heavy metal and speed guitaring today. Specifically the hammer down method. Yeah. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I'm entertaining the thought is because, again, I always wanted to be a drummer. That really hasn't left my blood, even in my progressed age and arthritis. I would probably still mess around and try to practice and do stuff too. Trying to remember who else was a guitar player that went to drums. That's a good question. That would be some good trivia.
Can you show them the photo, like the thing that you did?
The video?
Yeah, the video.
No.
Yeah. No.
Nope, I can't. But you know what I could do? If you had gone to the Guitar Center on Sunset Boulevard, they have a mural of Eddie Van Halen on the building. I still haven't had my Sunset Boulevard night where I'm gonna go to all of the famous bars of the Boulevard. I want to go to the Rainbow Bar and Grill. I want to go to the Whiskey. I want to do like all of the places that all of the good music from world came from. That is a night that I want to do. Unfortunately, it's a night I would want to do Sans Child. Dangle says, a good friend of mine is super gifted. He's an excellent drummer, guitarist, and singer. It ticks me off that he never misses a chance to show off. No, I get it, man. I wanted to get there in February, but we've run out of time. No, listen, I live here and I run out of time. So I was going to originally go with, hi, could you sit down? Thanks, appreciate it, bud. Because, the microphone is right there and they can hear you over me. So go sit. So originally, when my brother was here this last weekend, the whole point was to pick him up on Friday because he was supposed to be getting in at I think it was 9:30 on Friday. Buzz the half hour to Sunset Boulevard and then spend an hour or two doing the Sunset Strip with him since it was just he and I. But his flight got pushed back to 2:30 in the morning. So that was no longer a no-go, and that eliminated the one time that I had planned to go. Now I have to find a time that I can go, or a babysitter, or just somebody to go with that's in the area that will nerd out to the music side of things. I think also the Troubadour is near there. There's a whole gaggle of super famous music venues that shaped the rock scene.
I can see the button.
I originally thought that $12,000 a year for a babysitter was way too much money, and something about today makes me realize it's $12,000 probably well spent. Just saying. Speaking of well spent, let's take a look at some goodies. We are almost through season's greetings. We have 3 more Maitlands left. That is a 50% hit rate, plus the Dickens, the Lee Dickens. Culinary teacher in school was in a band on the Strip. Back in the day, the 80s and 90s, Sapporo's, not to rat out your age, and probably even the early 2000s, I imagine most professionals had a side gig. Doctor Who is right here. Oh, got it. So not what's the word I'm looking oh, they do it for prison sentences. Concurrent. Thank you, Sepulros. Concurrent. My dream would to go into the Roxbury and scream, Emilio! I bet you they throw people out for that.
When we get home, I'm gonna
yeah, there's tons of more hits. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 hits left. But people have been chasing the mate, KP. So people have been asking me about the mate. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, every single box has a hit in it. Surprise, all hits remain. 3 of them are Maitlands, and then the cozy at the end. Doing that in the Roxbury is like playing Stairway in a guitar store. That is actually, oddly enough, a real thing. Christo says, I need that Grinch. Which Grinch? There's still 2. There's the Mate Grinch and the Gus Grinch.
That's it. I'm bringing the Xbox, going to Paul Maitland's house and being like...
You're going to go to Paul Maitland's house?
And then just be like, let's go, man.
Okay, are you going to start walking now? Because you'll probably die on the way there, but...
First of all, getting a scooter...
Oh yeah, can you ride a scooter?
Well, you said before I can train myself.
Oh, okay, but you're going to go now. Do you know how to ride a scooter?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
Yes,
okay, good. All right. Keep going.
And when I get home...
Uh-huh.
I play Fortnite.
Sure. I have one in my cart. But seeing what else gets pulled. Crystal, I want to warn you. Ask Dangle how that turns out. Dangle is the master of getting screwed, and not in a good way. So here's a close-up of all the remaining hits. Or at least I think this is all the hits. I don't know, I gotta... Alright. Maitland. Mauk.
Yay, Maitland! You're really good at drawing.
Maitland. KP. Maitland.
Can I see Maitland's?
Caprillo.
Wait till let me see Paul Maitland's artwork. You're the greatest drawer, and I can't believe we're friends. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You know, it's only a matter of time before Twitch sees his camera time and bans us for having streamers under the age of 13. It's only a matter of time before they pick up the fact that somebody too young is on camera.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
Juan wants Spider-Man now. Dangle says, every time I put in chat, I get sniped and someone beats me to the next box and pulls that fire. Simple Rose is like, I know that face well. Yeah, I'm a fairly broken man. For those who don't know, due to extenuating circumstances and things that I can't legally mention at this point, James has been with me out of school doing some home learning for the last 2 months, almost 2.5 months now. So I have been his teacher, his father, basically his co-worker, and his tour guide for life. So yeah, that is the face I got. want to go in your office?
Set it up.
I'll be right back.
Sorry that I can't.
No, it's okay, bud. It just, honey, I have to work. I know you don't think it's a job, but it really is. Grab your tableta.
Yeah.
Grab it.
What's this? Oh, who scored? Henry scored. So, to get the cheese, we got no one for the reroll. Yeah, yep. Now we're about to get down.
Vente.
He shoots. He shoots. Ah. Here I go.
Paul. No, it's actually the song that goes through my head. I don't know the name of it, but it's the one from the Crying Game. Uh, it's the one that Ace Ventura has playing when he's in the shower crying. That's the song that goes through my head when that face is on my face. I don't know what Discord is. I'm out of touch. The only reason I got onto Twitch is for DCD Collects. The Discord is fun. I know all there is to know about the Crying Game. Yeah, that bam, 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 bam. That's what goes through my head the whole time. Except for some reason, I've translated it from a guitar to a sitar, which just makes it really weird. Office.
Oh, yeah. On it.
Okay. Office. Thank you.
Bye. Keep on singing. Oh, yay! That's the spot.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Einhorn is a man. Ugh. I never understood the Homer and Bart relationship until kids were around. Right? Like I can't get mad about it. He can't control it. Um, they have said, "Oh, there is medication for that." I'm like, I don't think I want to unplug him. I think if anything, I need a stimulant. I think they should just be like, "Here, you know what? Why don't you just catch up with him? Take this." That's how it should. They shouldn't be like, "Oh, Give him the downer. It's like, no, here, take an upper. Let's everybody just be up. I just go full Ed Bundy, not Ted Bundy. Yet. I see, in my head you said Ed Bundy, and then I thought Al Bundy, and that got me to Ed O'Neill, uh, and scoring 4 touchdowns in 1/2 for Polk High. I got it, Paul. You meant Al Bundy. I know. Ed O'Neill was Al Bundy. I myself have said Ed before. No, Sapporo's. We actually find it does. Giving him a Coke actually mellows him out a bit. And that's what they typically do for ADHD. It's crazy, but this is true. ADHD, they give them a stimulant, and though it seems counterintuitive, the stimulant will basically crest their maximum headspace and actually cause focus. It'll cause hyper focus. I mean, that's what I believe. That's what Ritalin is. It's just an upper. It's like a legal speed that takes all the energy and focuses it into one thing. The trick is, once you've given them the stimulant, you have to get them into a focus or get them into a task so that they can divert and concentrate directly on there. He's like, I also thought Al Bundy. Yeah, we both read it and knew exactly what it really was. Crystal says, I better just go ahead and grab that. Between Juan and I, we have a 1 in 3 chance of getting something that we want. I'm actually going to bring these over because there's not many of them. I'm going to bring over all 6. Yeah. Excuses. All right. Lucky number 13. Here we go. Now, Crystal, you are also in the running with that purchase for the end of the run giveaway. I don't think we've actually named it. Well, we haven't given the end of the run giveaway a name yet. Of a Charles Dickens handwriting sample and an original Lee Cozy art card of George C. Scott as Scrooge, a Dickens character. Nope, be a very long time. How about you can go to your office and do the stuff that's in your office? All of them that are left are great, but I got my eye on them Grinches. All right, Crystal. DCD Collects presents Season's Greetings. Original art by Gus Mount, Kevin P. West, and Paul Maitland. 13 of 15. Let's get a Grinch. Ooh, piece of candy. 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 Stickers! Excuse me. I got a burp too. Here we go. A little ornament. What's going on, Dave Stevens? Dave Stevens, videographer and photographer to the stars. You can still faintly see that. Listen, I have been told in my DMs that the ink does not stay on everybody. I think it's just my chemistry. Because I still have the faintest outline of a snowflake, even after scrub-a-dub-dubbing. And of course, I get another one, because why not? Here it is. It works. Why, yes. Basically, everybody has a hit at this point. All right, is it a Grinch, or at minimum, is it Spider-Man? Oh! Crystal! Aren't you glad you bought it? Aren't you glad you went with your gut? It's a Maitland. That is a called shot.
Maitland, you're a really good artist.
Okay. We are going to have to take a short break after this break. But there you go, Crystal.
Congratulations!
Yeah, me and my husband literally just yelled so loud. There it is. Listen, Crystal, I have said this before. You have lived this moment before. It's that positive vibe that is only found here. It is legit. You have a great shot of getting what you want.
Daddy, you scared me when you said so.
Okay. Well, you know what? If you were in your office.
I wanted to go sleep.
Yeah, if you were in your office, then you wouldn't have been scared because you wouldn't have heard it.
I want to go sleep.
Okay. Goodbye. See ya.
See you in life.
So yeah, that is truly 100% legit. That positive vibe that is only found here is legit. We are holding hands and saying Grinchy, Grinchy, Grinchy. And there you go. Exactly my point. It's that positive vibe. It's the chi. It's that, as Mondo says, the Quan. It is that energy that this group of people just manipulate and send out into the universe. So there you go. You got what you wanted. There's no way you could have known. It is completely random. So there we are. That is yet another example of the greatness that is the community of DCD Collects. Booyakasha. Oh, and Crystal, by the way, you officially have your own cubby, so I'm going to be placing this in your cubby. You're not, though, buddy? You're not. You think you're going to, but you're not. Okay? Paul's like, again, so many offers for that one. Oh, yeah, I don't doubt it. It's a beaut, Clark. It's a beaut, Clark. I love it. So there you go. I mean, listen. There must have been some magic in those DCD boxes we found. Because when she opened up that box, the hits were abound. Who else wants to call their shot and tempt fate and tease Kismet take control of their destiny and continue piggybacking off Crystal's success. It, thank you. That's what we do. We make miracles like that happen on the regs. No, really know somebody who wants that Gruber. You know what you should do, Paul? You should say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard you," and make them a McGruber. Send them a McGruber and be like, "Oh, you said you wanted a McGruber. Here it is. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year." And just play it off. Oh, a McGruber? Yeah, here you go. There you go. Merry Christmas. That's your freebie for the year. Dangle has a lot of sports ball to watch this weekend. He already overspent. His beer budget went down by 10 beers already. Hans Buber. There you go. Hans Buber, played by Christy Canyons. Well, there it is. All right, so I wanted to actually go through all of this. What you're picturing, it's exactly that. Why is Peter North climbing Nakataki Tower, Komataki, whatever the tower is? It was funnier if I could have got the word out. Oh, goodness. Nakatomi. That is the word I wanted to say. Nakatomi. Listen, I've said that a few times in the past. I just couldn't get it out of my mouth this time. Too excited. Saturday morning cartoons. Mr. Young has already torn into those a good chunk. Signed, sketched, and delivered. Signed certified 9.8 with the 9.6 Dark Knight Returns #1 foil variant signed, by Frank Miller. Team ups, Zeo, manga. We've got you covered, and amalgamation. That is what we are looking at now. That is the roster of things. Plus, all of the awesome items that we have on the site that are behind me, that are on these 3 shelves. A little bit something for everybody. That is the goal. Tomorrow, at the end of the day, we are giving away the DCD Collects Swag Bag Prize Pack. My goodness, this football game is going bonkers, isn't it? According to my phone, 34-14, including 2 pick sixes. It's impressive. Can you do me a favor? Send the Chevy Chase card to Trevor. I was going to use it to possibly trade for the Grinch, but since I got it, I'm okay with gifting it away. Hey, T-Bone, I'm going to let you interject on that one. Flacco is having a half. Listen, I think it's bonkers that Flacco just comes off of the bench, and by bench I mean his couch in his den, because I believe he's the type of guy that would own a den, and just throws touchdowns. It's insane. Considering the amount of preparation an NFL quarterback needs to do, The fact that he came in and was like, "Oh yeah, here's a bunch of touchdowns, thank you." Um, boy. T-Bone says, I would love to accept that, but I'm sure you can still get some amazing stuff for that card. I would say place it in the trade section on the Discord. She does not have Discord, I don't think. We need to get you into Discord. Or we need to get you using Discord, even if it's just for us. Boy, if you think this Paul Maitland art is good, you should see the stuff he's doing for the next project. I got previews, I just can't show them. Oh, here we go. It looks like there's going to be a Dodger trade. Oh, Don, I can't say it. It's a clever one. Goodness gracious. All right. Finally up to date. Mookie Betts, Kershaw, and Ohtani. Oh, I know, Don, I wish. I did have a cup of coffee today. Uncle Doug received in the mail. He's like, I got this in the mail. I'm not going to use it. Do you want it? It was a coffee. It was a pour over coffee kit, a nice stainless steel one that came with the pour over, the kettle, and the filters. Now, I am an espresso guy. Mrs. The Breaker is from Puerto Rico. They are very particular about their coffee there. If you're a fan of Cuban coffee, then you would like how a Puerto Rican makes their coffee. It's typically a double or triple espresso. I will drink on average a double to triple espresso in the morning. And that sets me for the day. Now, I do want people to know. Carlos knows. Carlos knows. Dark roast actually has less caffeine than light roast. Google it. I'm not going to get into the details, but the longer you roast a bean, the less caffeine the not the amino, but whatever the structure of caffeine is, whatever caffeine's classified as, it breaks down the longer you roast it. So the darker the bean, the less caffeine is the saying, but the stronger the flavor and aroma. But there we go. We got a trade. It's going to be Chevy Chase for a Dodger swag bag. Done. Sanctioned. I will see Trevor on Tuesday of next week. Wait, no, is that New Year's Day? Maybe not Tuesday. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, that's new. Oh no, it is the 2nd. Okay, yeah. So I will see Trevor on Tuesday, the 2nd, which means I might be able to slip it into this next mail run, if he remembers. All right, maybe not next week. Oh, he's probably it's got to go through his set to figure out what's going to be in the swag bag. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. If you don't know, and it's probably shocking, but somebody named Trevor's Baseball Cards has a lot of baseball cards. So it probably will take him a little while to go through the Dodger collection for you. So yeah, I jumped the gun. 4 days would not be enough. Who dis? Okay. Good old Folgers. Best part of waking up. Yeah. So I basically took and we only exclusively have been drinking Cafe Bustelo. So I've been taking Cafe Bustelo about 3-4 tablespoons and doing a pour over cup of that, and it's been delicious. I know, shocked I say. Shocked. Um Carlos knows. Again, Carlos gets it. So, and that's another thing. We need a new espresso uh, machine at home. We have a 12 bar machine at home, and it's starting to get wore out. Yeah, yeah. I made the gentleman that handles the facilities at the apartment that we're currently in. He came in and it was like midday, and he was changing out our filters, and I asked if he wanted a cup of coffee. And I was like, "Do you like strong black coffee?" He's like, "Yeah, I like coffee." So I made him just a double shot of espresso. And he like drank it. He was like, "That's really good." I'm like, "Yeah, yes, sir. That is what I drink on the daily." I I love black coffee. I don't put. Okay, I'll tell the coffee story. Hold on, let me make sure there's no orders. If you want to order. I will turn my notification on. So I used to drink double amaretto cappuccinos in my teen years. That's all I drank. I drank amaretto cappuccinos. Occasionally, I'd have a French vanilla. I typically drank flavored coffee. I went into the Navy at age 19, and that was no longer an option. It was you can have coffee or coffee. So I chose coffee. I was very lucky. After the first few months in the pit, I was transferred to Steam and Heat, which was a gang, fresh air snipe. A gang is auxiliaries on a ship. A gang is a dope uh, clique to get into if you are a machinist mate. So I was very fortunate to get into A gang, and I was supposed to be there from the beginning of my career, but they sent me to the wrong spot. And A gang, because we handled steam and heat, we had LP steam and or LP steam and all the boiling water that is above the main space. We had a coffee maker in our space, which nobody else had. We had a first class MM1 Johnson, and he made coffee that basically was like a quarter pound of coffee in a filter, and the pot would like be. It wasn't even black. It was like iridescent brown from the concentration of coffee that was in there. It was beyond the black. I don't think they ever washed the pot, and we just kept making over and over again. Um, there was coffee grounds. You would chew the last half of your coffee even. And there was no milk because milk was only served with meals, so I didn't have the opportunity to even add milk. So you just learn it's either you're going to drink black coffee or not going to drink black coffee. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dangle. It is 100% true. Um, you drank black coffee because that's what you had. There was no creamer. There was no half and half. If you wanted to put whole milk in it, that's all there was whole milk, and there was no time. So I learned to just drink nothing but black coffee, and I got out of the service. Now, getting out of the service, I'm like, finally, I'm gonna treat myself to a nice double amaretto cappuccino. Yeah, here we go. I went to the local coffee shop. I said, give me a double amaretto cappuccino. Yes, can I help you?
Um,
Give me a double amaretto cappuccino. They made it. I was excited. I drank it, and it was horrid. Awful. It was the worst. All I could taste was the chemicals in the amaretto, because apparently it wasn't real amaretto. And I was like, oh, okay, bad experience, probably just because it's a cheap coffee place. So I would go places and I would try flavored coffees, and all I could smell and taste was uh, chemicals. I could taste if they artificially flavored coffee. And I became, for better or worse, like a coffee snob. Like I could tell if something was bad, was artificial. So I just stuck with black coffee. Even to this day, somebody will hand me a coffee, I can smell it across the room, and like that's not coffee flavored coffee. And I can almost taste the chemicals when I smell it. So now it's exclusively black coffee, no flavors. I get flavors by buying beans from different countries. Ethiopia tastes different than Kenya, which tastes different than Guatemala. Sumatra, all of those have different flavor notes and profiles, kind of like wine. And that is how I'm like, oh, I want something smooth and nutty. I'm going to have something from Ethiopia. I want something very earthy and terroir. I'm going to go pay an arm and a leg for some Kona. Oh, I want something that has a little fruity punch to it. I'm going to get some Brazilian ones. Yeah, no milk for me, man.
So, I do have something. I have two questions. Yes, you're right. Here.
Yes.
Yay!
Go.
Go to sleep.
I know, right? Did you just close my eyes? Yeah.
Okay.
Go pack up.
Wait.
All right, I am going to call last call because, frankly, I am at my wit's end. It's just better if we just call last call now. We can pick up tomorrow where we left off today. Now tomorrow is going to have two very significant giveaways. The first one is, and probably the most exciting one for all of you involved, would be the DCD Collects swag bag giveaway, which features a shirt, a hat, some keychains, some stickers, and maybe something else I can find if I can find anything else. And then some people may be interested in the fact that we're doing the Stan Lee poster giveaway that was framed. I don't know how many of you will be into that, but that is also going to be tomorrow. So tomorrow will be fun. With that said, last call. Last call.
Sorry, Daddy. We'll be right back.
Yeah, you're sorry, but yet you're still here doing it. So how about you go sit down somewhere else? How about you pack up all your stuff? How about you go pack up all your stuff?
Okay.
Thanks.
I wonder if I can still get 50 grand for a kidney. It's about 4 years of babysitters. My brother has proven you only need one. I'm A positive, so like 70% of the world has my blood. Oh, I can't. I have cancer. That's right. Yeah. Go away, James. Stop.
I should some show and tell. This.
How does one get into the Stanley one? You had to have been at the Comic-Con and signed up for it in LA, or made a purchase during the con or within 2 days of the con.
And for you guys to get a clip of the
I know, right? All right, everybody, that is a wrap.
This is it. This is my oftenest, see his character. You see, good night, Trevor. I hope you have sweet dreams about you going to Comic-Con. And
James. So yeah. Listen. Please take care of yourselves and each other, because I love you all. I want you to be present for the big giveaways tomorrow. They're going to be a lot of fun. We're pretty close on a couple of items too, so there could be. Thanks, Aporos. I have very little these days. I could definitely use some. I need to do some like Tai Chi, some Zen exercises, a little meditation, maybe some yoga, something. But I love you. I love you all. So take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow. I will be here. I want all of you to be here. Let's give away some stuff. Let's have a lot of fun. Let's open some boxes. And with that, I say good night, people. Good night.